Mission impossible. Startup upload. Target destroyed. Upload 10%. We're adjusting their systems. 20%. 35%. Unlocking programs. 40%. Sool is connecting the satellite. 1 moment. Open the bomb. 55%. 60%. Man, it's close. The hull is almost open. 70%. Doesn't look good. I'm heavily damaged. Target destroyed. Can't do anything, Flint. Men are on board. 90%. Hope they don't pull the plug on us. Target destroyed. It's too late. Sool has Brainfire under complete control. His systems are under full power and sending the codes to the satellite. We can't do anything.
Okay, Brainfire is all yours now if you still want it. I don't need it any longer, because first contact has been established, and he who controls space rules the world. Isn't it exciting to think about all the other satellites up there? I'm already looking forward to the twilight of the gods. You fools, your time is up! Now it's our turn!
Heads up, warrior. Here we fought where nothing could be gained. But we are still alive. I can feel your blood boiling. You'll get Sool.
So we can tap into that satellite anytime we want. And guess what? We received a reply from the satellite confirming our uplink. That was the first step. It won't be long now until I'm selling tickets to the surface, and Milstar X5 is only the beginning. Pretty soon, I'll have so much data from the topside that you anti-progressives won't be able to stop me.
You better hope all you got from that satellite was confirmation, Sool. Maybe we're dead already, but we just don't know it yet. That's apocalyptic 21st century technology you're messing with.
No pain, no gain. And I could care less who's with me and who's against me. Did you know? Korhonen recruited a whole damn army of high-tech scientists and engineers.
Shut your bilge, Sool. No egghead army is going to keep me from knocking every dumb idea you ever had right out of your fat head.
Your ignorance is almost Stone Age in its simplicity. Follow along, and you'll learn a lot about the new world I'm building. Oh, speaking of building a new world, Mad Sam is already on his way to Neapolis, where he's going to demonstrate efficiency to the Atlanteans. The efficiency of destruction.
The conversion of different naturals to Neapolis, and Sool is doing the same.
It would piss me off if a Neapolis wise guy like that came into my territory, tore up the place with a few experiments, then left without even saying goodbye.
Can I count on you, Flint? Are you ready to give those scruples a piece of your mind?
Hang on a minute. We don't even know what Brainfire puts in motion. That satellite could still be a military wrecking machine from the 21st century. Even if you don't believe me, at least keep an eye on the data channels. Something is going to happen. I know it.
All right. Until then, we're going to hunt Korhonen and Sool to the end of the seas.
You've got that right, King. We didn't know anything, we couldn't see anything. At most, there was a soft vibration in our souls, nothing else. An apparently harmless satellite suddenly launched an incredible weapon from a star-spangled sky that none of us had ever seen before. A laser shot unseen to Earth, devouring the air around it. Into this vacuum, a particle beam of hydrogen atoms was fired. Unnoticed by the insignificant inhabitants of Aqua, the particle beam triggered a small charge of 2 kilograms of explosive. The tiny explosion propagated itself along the Juan de Fuca and Cocos continental plates, triggering further charges. The explosions remained unseen, but our seismographs began to detect the effect. The resonance charges took their toll, splitting the Earth's crust at its most vulnerable points. As Charlie Gilmore explained to me later, the satellite was a military artifact of the 21st century. With it, earthquakes and volcanoes could be triggered from space, destroying whole civilizations without waging war. Her best guess was that terrorists had hacked into and reprogrammed an American military satellite with offensive and surveillance capabilities. The Earth split open, vomiting boiling magma into the icy and lifeless oceans, and stirring the fiery bellies of volcanoes around the planet. Seabeds fell away, revealing new depths, abysses, and seas beneath seas. The Earth had been gut-shot and her insides were bleeding out. For the inhabitants of Aqua, terror had a whole new meaning. El Topo contacted me and said his warning system showed an armada of crawlers and Sool's cutthroats making their way to Neapolis. Sool's allies were already causing riots in the city. Whether it was planned or not, the result was clear. Brainfire had created total chaos. We heard strange reports about poisonous nettle creatures and Kalmar-like beings haunting the outskirts of Neapolis. King was burning with rage. He had a score to settle with Sool and Mad Sam for showing him up. He was the mightiest warlord of the Tornado Zone, and he was gonna make them pay. Shaka, my wings, and I docked with the Creole girl, then King picked up speed toward Neapolis. Commander Forelli, who was responsible for city security, was informed we were on our way, and was grateful for any help he could get. Charlie Gilmore disappeared into her data bank and began to search through odd ancient documents and manuscripts. The seas around Neapolis seemed calm, but I knew that our enemies were out there and ready to fight. I could feel our lives getting cheaper by the minute.